ने उसमें सामान रखा गया जिसका जरिए
हाँ नहीं बना सकते।
Good evening, student. So let us start the class now. I hope my voice is audible to you. So today I'm going to start JavaScript. Fine. Today what I'm going to start JavaScript. So are you aware of JavaScript? So what is JavaScript? Everyone may have heard the name of JavaScript. Everyone may have heard the name of JavaScript. So JavaScript is very, very important. JavaScript is very, very important. First, I am going to brief you about the JavaScript and then we'll execute the program. So how the HTML and CSS we used to write in the Visual Studio Code and compile on the browser. Similarly, for JavaScript also, we don't require any software to install here. We don't require any software to install here. Browser itself is sufficient. Browser itself is sufficient to execute any of the JavaScript program. So where we are going to write the JavaScript guy? So JavaScript is going to be written in the HTML program itself. JavaScript will be similar to CSS. Either we can write inside fine. So now I am going to share you guys. Now I am going to share this my screen and start the classes. Going to brief you about JavaScript. It's very, very important. It's very, very important. It's why it is important. Fact is we cannot do anything without HTML, CSS. But JavaScript developer are paid highly. Okay, JavaScript developer are paid highly. So why it is paid? All those things you can understand once you study this. So let's know why it is so important. JavaScript is a programming language. It is not a hypertext markup language or cascading style sheet. It is a programming language. Since I am taking the class first time, I am telling this is a programming language. So programming language means it have the programming capability, logical capability. It can do many things. Fine, one thing. So why not Java? Why JavaScript? Java only we can use, sir. C++ we can use? No. Another feature of JavaScript is it can embed with any of the HTML code. It can be called from anywhere in the HTML code. So third thing, it is a event driven. It can be called on any of the event of the HTML. So let us start understanding slowly. JavaScript is the most popular scripting language on the internet and work on all major browsers such as Internet Explorer, Firefox, Chrome, Opera, and Safari. So what it says, guys, it's true. JavaScript is the most popular scripting language. Fine. We'll see. We are going to study, so surely we are going to understand whether it's really, or you can Google it. Importance of JavaScript, you can just Google and you will come to know how much important is there. So you may be aware before only, but you may be not giving the weightage because you don't know how to use this. Today, now I'm going to teach you how we can use in the any of the existing website or the website what you are going to develop where you can use that. So JavaScript was designed to add interactivity to the HTML pages and JavaScript is a scripting language. So first reason it says that it provides the interactivity. It provides the interactivity. So what is the meaning of interactivity? That we are going to understand later. A scripting language is a lightweight and programming language. It's a lightweight. JavaScript is usually embedded directly into the HTML program. JavaScript is interpreted language, means that a script execute without preliminary compilation. It doesn't do first compilation. Directly it goes line by line. That is the interpreted language. These two words you have to be set in your mind, guy. Any program you write, you require some compiler or interpreter. So compiler and interpreter is bit similar. Only way of working is different. In compiler, it load the program, complete program in the memory. It do the preliminary checkup and then it go for the running. Here, interpreted means it goes line by line. Fine? It goes line by line. Can we hide this? Point. Everyone can use JavaScript without any problem. Fine. So why use JavaScript? Question is why use JavaScript? We required to understand. JavaScript enhance the web pages with dynamic and interactive feature. JavaScript enhance the web pages with the dynamic and interactive feature. So when I'm talking about this, it may be not going in mind, but I will make you to understand fully. See, many of the website you may be visiting, you may be browsing any of the website, and suddenly some pop-up will come and it will be asking your information. Please provide your name, contact number, and email. So how this is coming? The design is HTML. Design is HTML, but it is coming, that is a JavaScript feature. JavaScript is a event based. So if somebody is putting the mouse cursor in the website to click somewhere on the mouse move event, it may get called. Or based on the timer, if you have browsed the website for some time, it means you are interested with the website, so it can come. So it makes the website interactive. It makes the website interactive, correct? Because you are now going to interact. You may have just gone out, but now it is making you to come and interact with the website. Fine. JavaScript runs in the client software. JavaScript runs in the client software. Again, this is a point to understand in this age. When you are second year of a student, you may be not getting, it may be not getting clear for you that what is the meaning here, client software. See, whatever website we are going to create and we are going to host on the server, but different person will be using from their system. So where they will be using in the system, they may be browsing from the browser. So JavaScript work with the browser, so it work in the client system. While trying to fetch the information from the server, it will work in the local system. It will pre-remind you, suppose validation is done. So it will pre-remind you that you should provide complete information before asking the information from the server. Fine. So JavaScript is everywhere. It comes installed on every modern web browser. And so to learn JavaScript, you really do not need any special environment setup. You don't require any special environment setup. It comes with all the browsers. Now I will be giving you some experience, guy. Sometime you may be browsing some website. You may be browsing some website and your browser may be alerting that you require to enable the JavaScript. So JavaScript have the option in the browser, you can enable or you can disable. So why people keep disable? because JavaScript can push many of the pop-up. You may be browsing some website, so many pop-up will come showing different type of advertisement. So sometimes people get fed up. Sometimes people get fed up and they disable this. Fine. Due to the high demand, there is a ton of job growth and pay for those who know JavaScript. That's why I told the mother is HTML, CSS, but the demand of the JavaScript more. All the existing website required customization and new thing to implement. So that modification can be done using the JavaScript. JavaScript, JavaScript can play and plug anything anywhere. Fine. So what can a JavaScript do to understand further? HTML coder are normally not programmer. So you don't become happy guy, you become programmer by studying HTML and CSS. You are still not a programmer. But JavaScript is a scripting language with a very simple syntax, and person who do the JavaScript, who uses the JavaScript is a programmer. It make it possible for almost everyone to put a small snippets of code into their HTML page. It make it possible for almost everyone to put some code inside anywhere in the HTML. That's how you can understand. So JavaScript can put dynamic text into HTML page. For example, you can write a JavaScript statement. Fine. So what are the use of the JavaScript? So what are the use of JavaScript? Client-side validation. So what you mean by client-side validation? You get one form, provide the name, email ID, phone number, address, or thing what you are looking like this. So what some people will be very smart. He will say that no. I should not provide my name. They will be calling. So they provide name and they want to interact with them. As soon as they submit, they get a message. Or as soon as they leave blank and try to move to different fields, they get a message that please provide this. You cannot move forward. So that's how we can put the validation. See, somewhere is compulsory also. You are going to register for some competitive examination, and by mistake you are missing some field. So if JavaScript using JavaScript, if validation is done, easily they can alert you and then you can fill that field. So user notification, you can use JavaScript to raise dynamic pop-up on the web pages to give different type of notification to your website visitor. Backend data loading, JavaScript provide Ajax library which help in loading backend data while you are doing some other processing. This really give an amazing experience to your website visitor. So it also provide good presentation. JavaScript provide facility of creating presentation which website look and feel good. Fine. So where we can put a JavaScript? Now exactly we have to understand where we can put JavaScript. You know how to write HTML program, you know how to write CSS, so you know how to design a static website. Now that website be required to make it interactive and dynamic. So we will start thinking to write some JavaScript. So first step is to know where we can write the JavaScript. Fine. So a script to be executed when the page load go in the body section. If you place a script in the body section, it generates the content of a page. Fine. A script can also go in the head section. You can write a script in the head section. You can write a script in the body section, and you can write multiple time JavaScript in a page. You can use multiple time a script in a page. So where we will write, guy? Anywhere in the HTML? No. Wherever you are going to write in the HTML, first you have to write one tag, and that tag is a script tag. You require to put one a script tag and then use. Or you can keep the JavaScript like the external CSS, you can keep the JavaScript outside. Fine. So JavaScript takes task can replace server-side scripting. JavaScript enables shopping cart, form validation, calculations. You can make calculator, a special graphic, text effect, image swapping, image mapping, clock, and many more. Manipulation of HTML pages, user notification, backend. So I hope you guys are getting bored. You are getting bored. I am not going to teach further, or I will show you this program and then I will come to do some programming. Fine. So unlike HTML, JavaScript is case sensitive. Please note down, JavaScript is case sensitive. So JavaScript can be implemented using JavaScript statements that are placed within the a script and a script. HTML tag in the web pages. Okay. So where we can write, how we can write, wherever we have to write, either in the header section or in the body section. What we required, guy? Be required to use a script and in between code, whatever you are going to write, that is going to be JavaScript. So compiler can understand that this code is a JavaScript, and compiler know, browser know how they should interact and treat with the JavaScript. That is not your job. So dot syntax is used to combine terms. So JavaScript is very rich in library. It have a lot of inbuilt function. Certain character in term are reserved. JavaScript is simple text ASCII character. Fine. So let come, guy. Now here I have a program. So all students have started. Yes, sir, I know. I hope everyone knows this program. Correct? Anybody is here who doesn't know this program? Everyone have executed program before of JavaScript? Yes or no? Everyone, anyone is there here who haven't done? Okay. Anyone is there, guy, who haven't done any JavaScript? So this is a small program. This is a HTML program. And inside a script type is equal to text JavaScript. So now whatever code we are going to write inside, that is going to be JavaScript. Fine. So how the JavaScript is going to give you output? Here document is object. Document refer this page, the page what you are creating, it is a document. So document dot write, this document is going to write some output. So hello world or whatever you want to execute. So this is the basic structure of JavaScript, guys. So it is a internal JavaScript. It is a not a external JavaScript. So when you preview it on the browser, it should display hello world. Fine. So now a lot of explanation is there about this code. I am not going to explain. What I am going to explain from the program itself. Fine. So what can JavaScript do? Again, it is there. I don't want to explain. Already we explained. We will see in the future. Syntax and rule. This also I am going to remove. Fine, guy. So now I am going to execute program. Fine. So how to execute program, guy? We required editor and we have editor. Let's open the editor. Visual Studio Code. I am going to start and write a very simple JavaScript program. We'll show you how you can write JavaScript program inside the HTML. Fine. So this is a program. This is a HTML program. So fine. And this HTML program have a lot of things. So no, I'm not going to disturb this. In place of this open folder, I will be opening the JavaScript itself. I will be using JS itself. Fine. So I'm using the JS itself. JS will have multiple program. If not, I can start one new. So this program is going to be a HTML program or test.js. Fine. So let's keep this. Fine. So I go to one program, guy. Fine. I go to one program. This program is not very simple, but we can use this. Fine. So here document.write, here another script is there. This I want to remove. So this is a plain HTML program. All done. So paragraph. So here close paragraph. Fine. Close paragraph. So paragraph is done. We can execute this program. We can execute this program. So some output may be coming. So what the output may be coming, guy? All done. All done. That output will be coming. So here I want to test one. Okay, let it be. Will do. So all done. Now I want to display some output in this program using JavaScript. So JavaScript we can include, guy, inside the header section. So it can be simple also, a script, and you can also close with a script tag. This is also JavaScript. Fine. So here I can write document. So document is a object dot write. Okay. So here I am going to write, hello everyone, we have started Java script. Fine. Save this program. We want to check whether our output will be coming or not coming. We will be checking whether our output is coming or no. Let's refresh this program. Yes. So hello everyone. We have started JavaScript. So this program, the output is coming, guy. So now I hope you know how you can embed JavaScript inside a HTML program. And JavaScript is a programming language. So it have a lot of programming capability. So that we are going. So programming capability, if I talk, guy, so some of the thing, if you may have a study C and C++, so it will have, you can write function, it can have loop, it can have control statement, it will have array, and whatever it is there. So almost all feature will be there. Then only it is decided that it is a programming language. Otherwise, this can be also told as something different. Fine. So now you understood how to include. So we can include JavaScript many time, guy. We can include JavaScript many time. So here I am going to write, let us start a study in details. Let us start a study in details. So whether this output is coming or no, yes, it is coming, and it is coming in one line. So you all have a study, guy, HTML and CSS, correct? You have a study HTML, CSS. So who is going to do formatting here? Who is going to do formatting? Is JavaScript is capable of doing formatting itself? No. JavaScript is not capable of doing its own formatting. So we require to implement HTML tag. So after this line, I want to put one break. So what we can do, we can use BR tag. So BR tag we can use. Okay. Let's use BR tag, save this program, come here and check the output. So now BR tag is working. So what you gain, guy, here, yeah, JavaScript can be embedded inside a HTML program, and inside JavaScript program or inside JavaScript, HTML can be embedded. Inside JavaScript, HTML can be embedded. Fine. So let us start a study in detail. So here you want that this text should be come bold. It is not coming bold. Fine. So here we can also use h1 tag. Fine. Here we can use h1 tag. Before only we can use h1 tag. Close h1. Fine. So now we'll see whether h1 is getting implemented or no. Yes. So see here, h1 is also, so almost all the tag HTML tag can be embedded or will come inside the JavaScript to give a formatted result. Okay, to give a formatted result. Fine. So now JavaScript will, I'm going to study JavaScript guy in detail, that what can be done, how we can write the program. So just I'm getting back in this program guy. I'm getting this. This was the program. This was the program when I opened this. So what is this program? Can you see here? So I given you very simple a script type, a script and a script. So many ways there. You can also write a script language is equal to JavaScript. Many ways the script language is equal to JavaScript. And here one function is there, guy. So I am not here to explain you detailed function. I hope some knowledge you may be having. So I will be taking 1 minute break and I will be asking you question. So can anybody define what is function or can explain this how this function is written and what this function will do? Can anyone answer, guy?
So function will take the value what you are calling in the square 5, the number will become 5, sir.
Okay.
And
So
it will return 25. So
okay.
that's
If I'm calling 5, then so function, how you define function? Function is a set of a statement to do some particular kind of job. Okay, one thing. And function required to call. See, you are a programmer, very good programmer, but you require to call no, to program something somewhere. So you will not do your own self unless and until somebody call. So function have capability to do something, but it required to be called. Fine. So how to call? You may have called from the C and C++ program or maybe from the Java program. Here we have to understand how we can call from the HTML program or we can call from the JavaScript itself. So one script is here, one script is here, make some difference. So head tag is getting close. Now body tag came, fine. So give one indent, give one indenting here, tab, fine. So this is going to be one tag. So here we wrote another script. So document dot write the function return, and from here inside we are calling this function. So this function take a parameter. So different type of function is there. Different type of function is there. So function can take parameter, one parameter, two parameter, three parameter, and function return value. So whatever you may have studied in C and C++ in Java, it will be slightly different. It will be slightly different. When we declare variable in JavaScript, we don't give its type, one thing. In similar manner, when we call the function or we declare the function, we don't define its return type. We don't define return types. Okay. So this number is a not a number. This is a real. This is exactly one variable. Its type is anywhere type we declare guy. No, we not declared. We not declare type. Its type anywhere. Fine. So now if I'm calling 5, it is going to give 5. Let execute. Same program is there. So the function return 25 all done. So when I'm function return, you can give colon also. Fine. This you can highlight also. Here we will give batch 1. So now what is it's going to do? Is whether we will get any error. Let me see. All done. So error is there. It will be not giving output. It will be not giving our output, but further program will be executing. Further program will be executing. So that is the beauty guy here. Fine. So this function is getting called from here. Function take parameter we are passing. So suppose I give 15 and save this and execute this. The function return is 2 to 5. Function return is 2 to 5. Fine. So let's move further, guy. We seen one use of the function. We seen one use of the function. We are going to change further here. So what else you want here? Do you want anything? Do you want to change here anything, guy? Tell me we can do. You can write another function. Function can be called on mouse click, event click. First we have to see the detail how JavaScript we can do. Fine. So somebody given our function will perform a specific task. That's right. So my PPT is there, guy. Now I want to come back to the PPT. Okay. Now I want to come to the PPT. So I am into the lesson. I'm into the lesson 3. So okay, so we have option here from the current. So let's see here. Because it is a programming language, so be required. Someone may be known, but I have to cover everyone. Therefore, watch your capitalizations. JavaScript first thing is case sensitive. If you are declaring any variable, you have to be very careful. You don't do like you write a small and while calling you give capital, then you will lose the value. It will not get because both will be considered different. Create or call variable, object and function. Fine. It is a normal to add a semicolon at the end of each executable statement. Each executable statement should be terminated by semicolon. Fine. So execute document.write hello dolly. Document.write. So hello dolly. This is a simple document. Already I explained, and write is a inbuilt JavaScript method. Write is a inbuilt JavaScript method. Let's move. So JavaScripting and semicolon. Semicolon is not mandatory because this you will often see example without the semicolon at the end. Using semicolon make it possible to write multiple statement on the one line. So there are used, but it's not mandatory. Where else did you use semicolon to write code? Fine. So JavaScript code for just JavaScript is a sequence of JavaScript statement. JavaScript code, just JavaScript is a sequence of JavaScript statement. Each statement is executed by the browser in the sequence they are written. In the following example, we will write a heading and two paragraph, 2 web pages. In this following example, we will write a heading and 2 paragraph to a web pages. Fine. What is there? So each statement is executed by browser. You know that browser itself is the compiler for JavaScript. So it will be executed by browser. Let's see here. JavaScript allow you to work with 3 primitive data types. So you know data type, all in this world, whatever information is there, so all are divided into few types. So either it will be numbers or in your name, suppose is there college name. It is a string whether you will join the class or not join the class, Boolean. Some variable you can declare global, which will be available throughout the program or throughout the website. So local variable. I hope these are clear, guy. Correct. So local variable which you create inside the loop or you create inside the function, that will be considered local variable. So what are the operators? So now again 1 minute break. So guy, you know operators. How many of you, everyone know operators? Have you studied C and C++ operator? So what is the use of operator? So operator used to operate on the numbers or the strings or anything, correct? Arithmetic operator. So what is arithmetic operator? So addition, subtraction, division, multiplication, modular. So these all are arithmetic operators. These all are arithmetic operators. So comparison operator, you know. comparison, A is greater than B is less than E, A is equal to, less than, equal to. So these all are comparison operators, logical or relational operator. If A is not true, then what is the output? A is equal to true, then what is the output? Assignment operator. So I is equal to 5. So this is some 5 is getting assigned on this variable I. Conditional or ternary operator. Conditional or ternary operator. So Java scripting syntax and rule assignment 2. A script type, this is the most popular syntax. Don't write a script and a script. Try to define and make it clear. A script type is equal to text or JavaScript. So document.write. So inside whatever output you are going to do, so you can use any of these tags to display better result. Document.write, paragraph also we can use, or most of the HTML document inside we can use. Because guy, JavaScript is going to put this output to the browser. Any browser know how to interpret the HTML code. So the output finally will come interpreted. Output is going to come interpreted. Fine. So JavaScript block. So what is JavaScript block? Block start with a left curly bracket and end with a right curly bracket. So any code inside this curly bracket will be known as block. Some block of code function having a block of code. Fine. So the purpose of block is to make the sequence of a statement execute together. So in function we use block of the code. So all the code of that function get executed together. All the function of the code get executed all together. The following example will write a heading in 2 paragraph to a web page. The following example will write a heading in 2 paragraph to a web page. Fine. So JavaScripting block assignment. JavaScripting block and assignment. So what is block and assignment? Let's see here, guys. So this is already be done. JavaScript comment, how we can comment that we will see. So like C++ here also with double slash we can give comment. Fine. JavaScript in comment assignment 4. Comment is easy, not a problem. Algebra basic. Do you remember a letter like x could be used to hold a value? So in the programming world, we create variable. So what is the use of the variable, guy? So what is the use of variable? Why we create variable? Any reason, any specific reason in what it does? One student, one guy can reply me. What is variable? What is use of variable? Any specific reason? To store the value, yes. So it's like in the kitchen, you require a lot of utensils before cooking. You cut something, you keep something, and then in the last what you do? In the last what you do? You cook it. So same way variable are used to hold the value. Fine. So rule of JavaScript variable naming, you may have read the naming of the JavaScript variable. Variable name are case sensitive first thing. Variable name must begin with a letter or a underscore character. Okay, note by the number. JavaScript is a case sensitive, variable name are case sensitive. Fine. So JavaScript, so a script variable assignment 5. This is a program. What's happening? Rules for a script variable. Variable name must begin with letter. Okay, so here we come. Here a small program is there. Here few variable are there. So how to declare variable in the JavaScript? So variable in the JavaScript will be declared by using a keyword where. The variable will be declared by using a keyword where. So where first name and then you can assign a value. So document.write first name you give, it is going to display the value which is stored in this variable. and afterwards you want to do some formatting, so you can do document.write br, and first name is to document.write first name Asif. Fine. So I hope guys you understood how we can declare variable in the JavaScript. So in the JavaScript, using the keyword where we can declare the variable. Fine. Conditional statement, conditional statement. So very often when you write code, you want to perform different action for different decision. You can use conditional statement in your code to do this. In JavaScript, we have the following conditional statement. If statement. Use this statement to execute some code only if a specified condition is true. If else statement. Use this statement to execute some. So you know, guy, why we use if statement. When we have a choice, if you are present, I will take class. Else I will leave it. Okay. I don't have second choice. I will not call you. I have only choice if you join. I will send you the class joining link. Fine. Now it is up to you, you join or no. So if you join, I will take the class. If you don't join, I will not take the class. So this is the if statement. Control, it is also known as conditional statement, control statement. This control the flow of the program. This control the flow of the program. Second is if and also. So if something is there, if all a student is there, I am going to take class. Also, I am going to give some assignment, explain some assignment or check the assignment. So like that. Again, 2, 3 condition is there. If number of a student is 60, you do this. If number of a student is 50, you do this. If number of a student is 20, you do this. So if, else if, it can be repeated many times. It can be repeated many times. Fine. But we should not repeat many times, and when we have to repeat many times, we have another alternative for that, and that is having the added advantage from here. Fine. So this is the syntax guy. If condition, so condition can be x. Suppose the number of our students, so x is equal to 60. Suppose number of a student is 60. So what I will say, continue the class. If number of a student is 60, continue the class. Fine. There is no alternative, and the program will not give any information that what I have done. Fine. Program will not give any state. Fine. So this thing I hope you may understand. Yeah? Even I will be doing the program and will be seeing the output. That time it will be more clear. I want to move it fast. It's having a lot of syllabus. It have a lot of syllabus, so we require to move it fast. Fine. So let move. So many program is there. I don't want. So suppose we required to check the condition again and again. Suppose we required to check the condition again and again and again. Then what we can do, guy? We can use different thing. What we can do? What we can use different thing. So switch a statement we can use. What we can use, guys? Switch a statement. So how we can use switch a statement? So switch a statement, let's see the syntax. It will have case statement. Many case will be there. If this is their case condition, see switch will be taking one parameter. So this code, this program will be written. This program will be written. And next, when this program will be written, it will come with one option. It will not come with multiple option. It will always come one option. So it will start checking if option 1 is true, do this, and break is there. It is not going to check second, third, and fourth, and 5. Okay, when you repeat the statement, it have to execute only once. With one condition, it have to execute once. Duplicacy we cannot give. Same condition we cannot write 5 times. Fine. Loop, while, do, while, for loop. Okay. Loop, while, do, while, for loop. So while expression. while expression, a statement to be executed if expression is true, a statement to be executed if expression is true. Do okay. So while now loop. So what is loop, guy? Let's discuss 1 minute. So what you exactly know by loop? Why we use loop and what is the advantage of using the loop? Anyone? So that you be attentive. So why we use loop, guy? I want 3 answer. Why we use loop? What is the use of loop? When we use loop? See, this concept is same across all the programming. This concept is same across all the programming. So loop we use reduce code. Yes, it will execute the statement repeatedly till the condition satisfied. So this is the right. So reduce also, because if I have to do, I have to write 1 to 100. If I have to write 1 to 100, then 100 time print command I have to give, and then output I may have gone. But same time to write 1 to 100, I can use a loop and I can write the code. So it produces repetitive code. Yes, so that's right. Good. Good answer. I will move forward and I can understand you. And most of the students are understanding this. So this is the loop, but syntax will vary slightly. Syntax will slightly vary what you require to practice and adopt writing the loop. You require to adopt writing the loop. Fine. So while expression, a statement to be executed if expression is true. Do a statement to be executed while expression for initialization, test condition, iteration a statement. Fine. A statement to be executed while expression. Fine. So while will have one condition. While a student is number of a student is 50. Okay. Or while number of a student is less than something condition. So we will keep doing, and it will have some initialization and it will have increment and decrement, and we can keep doing. Fine, guy. So this is the while. And similarly, we have other loop also. For loop is there, do while loop is there. So here one a small program is there. Some a small program is there. So what this program is doing? So here this is a using where r math.random. So math.random is a JavaScript function, random function, which is going to generate some value. So that value is going to be stored in R. If R is greater than 0.5, so document.write, we are going to write something, otherwise we are going to write something else. So our presentation is finished, guy. Our presentation is finished. So let come and execute few programs. Let come and execute few programs. Our programs are also opened already. So just I will show you few programs, guy. I'm not going to execute because execution will take time. So I will be showing you few program. So tejas.html already you seen, and validation a variable a scope. So many variable a scope. So I was telling that what is the local variable and global variable. So this looks doesn't a complete program. Wordy onload check a scope. Wordy onload check a scope. So HTML program. So check a scope is a function. So check a scope function, what it does, check onload. Wordy onload is a event, HTML event. So as soon as you are refreshing the page, it is going to check. So a script type is equal to text JavaScript. So this is a JavaScript function, guy. It has been called on a event, but it required somewhere to be displayed. It required somewhere to be called or defined. So here function is defined. So what is defined? My var local. So this is going to display. And first, before this function, it is a assign global. So my var1, that is different, and this is my var. So whenever we run execute this program, it is going to give which variable is global and which variable is local. Fine. So next, validation. So let's see validation. What is validation, guy? So what is validation you require to understand? We were creating one registration form. So in that registration form, we were putting some required and some pattern. Fine. But how it was happening, guy? How it was happening when we were clicking the submit button. So when you click the submit button, the web page is going to be submitted to the server. So server is going to validate and going to return the result that you provide your name. So it is a time consuming, it is also killing the time of server. Same thing can be done before the calling submit button, or just on any event. So many events are there. You have to try to understand what are the events. So when we move the mouse, when click left click, right click, so these all are event. On any of the clicks, JavaScript can be called. And JavaScript is a programming language. It can do any kind of validation or any kind of thing it can bring for you. So form function, we are creating one function validate. So document.myform.name.value, if it is blank, it will say provide your name and return false. Document my form email. So if it validate email, so it is this one. So this is used for validation, guy. So where is the design, where it is going to, it is inside a function. So this is required to be called from somewhere. So it is getting called here. It form action CGI bin test CGI and on submit return validate. So validate function is getting called. So what is there? Test name is there. Input type text name, email ID is there, pin code is there, country is there. So let's run and see, guy, whether it's working or not working. That we can check. Whether it's working or not working, we can check. Okay. So let come in the folder itself and execute this program. Let come in the folder and execute the program. Okay, so run this program or start debugging. So using the Google Chrome, let you do using Google Chrome. So this is a small form. And now I'm going to click submit. So what it say? Please fill in this. So I'm going to write here, Sunil. Click here. So how it is getting called, guy? It is a not HTML validation. See here. So it will be not like, see, it's not like submit. You see, it is not getting called. So when it is getting called, that depends. Form action only it is. If suppose on form load, on a refresh we do, it will check this one. So it is this function is getting called. This function is getting called and it is checking form action. Or when we submit, this is getting called. Fine. Okay, so thank you, guy. Tomorrow, mostly all the program, at least 20 to 30 program I will execute. So I will send you the PPT, just you revise it and few program you go through. Tomorrow I will complete further in JavaScript. JavaScript is very important and you require to understand it well, and it will be always you require to keep enhancing in JavaScript. It is going to be used throughout your career. Thank you, guys. Thanks for your patience. We'll meet you tomorrow at the same time. Thank you.